This is the famous scene of Goku's first fusion with the Omni King. To solve the problem, you must go to the source. Since the opponent is the progenitor of the Saiyans, Yamoshi, then Goku, also a Saiyan, is an indispensable force in defeating him. At the same time, there must be a fusion with the Omni King's supreme power. Under these conditions, the strongest form of Goku in history was born, Omni King Goku. The tide of battle quickly turned. Yamoshi, who had just been boasting of his invincibility, now found his own attacks to be completely useless. Before Goku could counterattack, Yamoshi threw another punch that landed on Goku's face. Goku was enraged. He immediately swung his purple fists, unleashing a flurry of punches at Yamoshi. This was the first time since breaking the seal that Yamoshi had been beaten so badly. Previously, neither the Omni King nor the Grand Priest, with all their various techniques, had any effect on him. Omni King Goku threw hundreds of thousands of punches, sending Yamoshi flying to a planet on the opposite side. The immense impact forced Yamoshi to skid across this planet for tens of thousands of kilometers. Before he could finally stop, he stood up, clutching his injured left arm. He couldn't believe that he, the progenitor of the Saiyans, could be beaten so badly by a descendant. Yamoshi was furious, or rather, he was flustered and exasperated. He directly transformed the energy in his body into a spiritual manifestation of a great ape. Then, he aimed at Goku's floating position, and from his mouth, shot an extremely powerful energy wave. Omni King Goku was surprised that his opponent had grown desperate, attempting to regain some presence in this manner. A stray bit of this energy wave shot toward a nearby star. Just that little bit of energy was enough to blast this galaxy, millions of light years in diameter, into an empty, cosmic void. Seeing that his recent attack was blocked by Omni King Goku, who had also transformed his spiritual form, Yamoshi was enraged, becoming furious from the shame. He absorbed his radiating aura back into his body. The force from their colliding fists directly caused several nearby universes to turn to nothing. As the camera pulled back, all the universes in the Dragon Ball world disappeared completely at this moment. At this point, Omni King Goku could no longer stand it. He could not let Yamoshi continue his rampage. After all, their battle just now had already caused all the universes in the Dragon Ball world, aside from the Grand Priest, to have all life within them extinguished. Omni King Goku increased his power once more. He had to display a strength far exceeding Yamoshi's to completely end this catastrophe. Seeing this, Goku did the same. In their previous spiritual forms, the two of them were evenly matched. Goku advised Yamoshi that it would be best to surrender peacefully. After a deafening scream, the opposing Yamoshi was completely swallowed by this purple and white light. In an instant, the various universes and galaxies that had just been erased by their battle were instantly restored to their original state. The Dragon Ball universe returned to its usual vibrant appearance. Omni King Goku hadn't used a time reversal superpower, but had entered the next realm. Right now, he stands at a pinnacle in Dragon Ball, unprecedented and never to be surpassed. This is the Creator God form. At this time, the infinity symbols on Goku's forehead and chest do not just represent his infinite power. It means infinite possibilities, infinite multiverses, and infinite omniscience and omnipotence. Just the power from his recent advancement was more than Yamoshi could handle. After dealing with Yamoshi, causing him to faint on the rubble, the Grand Priest's wife, the Grand Priestess, appeared. Seeing that his opponent was unable to fight back, she first thanked Goku and the Omni King for settling everything. Creator God Goku no longer planned. Goku pleaded with the Grand Priestess to spare Yamoshi's life, to annihilate him. After all, in the future, he hopes to use only his own power to fight Yamoshi again to see who is superior. Fusing with the Omni King just now was indeed somewhat unfair to Yamoshi. Out of respect for Goku, the Grand Priestess used her divine staff to create a new divine prison, intending to seal Yamoshi in the Omni King's palace dangerous once again. However, everyone underestimated Yamoshi's potential as the progenitor of the Saiyans. When Yamoshi woke up, relying on his recent battle experience, Yamoshi roared wildly, with Omni King Goku letting out a heart-wrenching scream, and his talent that far surpasses other Saiyans. This scene instantly stunned the Omni King watching from the other side. The divine chains meant to seal his power were no longer effective. A thunderous explosion erupted on sight when Yamoshi calmed down. At this point, he had evolved into the most primal Super Saiyan Blue form. Clearly, Yamoshi's transformation stunned the guards. At this moment, the Omni King was severely weakened from the previous battle, and Goku was not here. The Grand Priest stood in front of the Omni King, and to protect the Omni King, the Grand Priestess used instant transmission to move the Omni King to a safe location. This time, with the resolve to die, the Grand Priest wanted to avenge his earlier shame.